Alright, so this is a 10-inch Kobalt portable job site table saw. This will probably work with other table saws also, but this just happens to be the one I'm having problems with right now. I looked online, I was trying to find an easy solution. I have problems raising the blade. It sticks and sometimes it doesn't want to crank at all. I'm sure there's just sawdust, gump, goo, something inside of the lift on it. But I'm going to show you a fast, easy way to fix this. The blade goes down super easy, but going back up, it just doesn't want to crank. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So I extended my fence a little bit because I want to stand this up on its handles. Back the camera up a little bit. Basically I want to turn it upright so I can get to where I can see the mechanism. So again, with my fence out, do this slowly, don't drop it, don't break your fence. I know someone's going to probably say something about it sitting on the fence, but I'm not slamming it down, I'm just resting it on there. Once you get it tipped up on there, you can see down in here and you can see where the mechanism moves up and down to lift the saw. Now I'm going to try to show you on both sides. On the left side, there's a silver bar here. Now on the right side behind the lift, so there's a screw lift here, but the silver bar is back here. This is what the mechanism's actually riding up and down on, or sliding up and down on. Basically, you've probably got some gum or goo in here. What you want to do is, I want to lubricate this, but I don't want to use anything like grease or anything that's going to catch all this dust, because the last thing you want to do is put more dust on it. So I'm going to take a couple drops of 3-in-1 oil and put it on here. Now for some reason your blade is stuck all the way up, put a little bit at the bottom as close as you can. Stuck all the way down, do the opposite. So put the oil as close to the slide as you possibly can on either side, and then just start cranking up and down, back and forth, and eventually you'll work out the kink. So again, this is just 3-in-1, nothing special. I'm not gonna like spray it on, I don't need WD-40 or anything, just 1 drop or 2 drops at the top or a bottom, whichever you can get to. Again, this one's a little harder to get to. You may have to take the blade holder off, but if you work it right, you can get up in there. 1 drop on that side. Then just take your handle and start moving it. And when you catch, like it's catching there, I'm just going to go back a little bit. And I'm just going to work it into place. And eventually you'll get to the point where you'll get the kink out. Like right there was my kink. And as you can see, it's cranking easy now. Cranking easy back down. Do that a couple times. Once you get it all the way the opposite direction where you're going, I'm going to do the same thing on the back side. So since mine was stuck down, I'm cranking the blade to the up position as far as I can go. And same thing, 1 drop oil on both sides. Again, this one's definitely the difficult one to get into. 1 drop on that side and 1 drop there. And then same thing, crank it back down. Now if you spray that with a grease or something, again, you're going to gum it all up, so don't use anything that's going to create a gummy mess. If you think you've got too much oil on it, take a microfiber towel and wipe it. Once I get my saw back upright, like I said, it's turning perfectly fine. There's no catching. If it keeps on catching on you, again, go back, try to re-lubricate it, try to wipe off anything on there. Mine was pretty clean, so I probably just had a little piece of wood or something just wedged down in there enough to jam it up. But either way, that took care of my problem. Hopefully it helps you out too.